मम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, on the path of Gita, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Yes. So we'll take the blessings of Sri Shantam Madan Mohan. Today we need the blessings so much to understand two chapters nicely. So the very beautiful and beloved deities of Sri Sri of ISKCON Abbots installed by Prabhupada himself. Yes. So 13th chapter, nature, enjoyer, and consciousness. Okay, can anybody read? Today, please, everybody, everybody's on unmuted. You can type on chat. As fast as you people will respond, we'll complete it as soon as possible. Okay? Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Intelligent questions. How is wisdom obtained? Soul and super soul. Realized wisdom.
Okay. So I did not welcome you all for the 13th and 14th chapters. So I welcome you all for the 13th and 14th chapters of Bhagavad Gita, in which we will learn about what is this body, soul, super soul, the difference between them. We know what they are, but still in depth, and the three modes of material nature. So let's dive into today's chapters. So next slide. So before going to this chapter, I want to ask one question to all of you. If you have to describe your body as in the form of a vehicle, for example, a car, bicycle, airplane, or even bullock cart, so what do you all refer to your body as? I refer my body as a cycle. It is not very stable. What do you all recommend? Are you fast? Uh, do you run fast? Do you walk fast? Something like that. What do you think your body as? Hmm? I think you all are confused. Is it racing car? Wow, wow, great. Car fueled by spirituality. Wow, great answers. Wow. Okay. Can anybody read the translation? Two-wheeler. Yes. Okay, nice. Okay.
Arjuna said, O my dear Krishna, I wish to know about the three nature, Purusha, the enjoyer, Purusha, the enjoyer, and the feel and the renewal of the feel, and the knowledge and the object of the knowledge.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, Madhavi Mataji has uh, read Dikshita. You can read next one, okay? So Arjuna is actually asking six questions. See, Arjuna knows that Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. He has surrendered to him completely. But it's just that the 11th chapter, 12th chapter, and all the remaining chapters are going to happen to how to do that devotional service to Krishna. So that is what we are going to learn in these all remaining chapters. So today Arjuna is asking six questions. What is this Prakriti, Purusha, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnana, Gneya? So, Prakriti is nothing but the material nature, how it influences us and our body. Purusha means spirit soul. That means the enjoyer. Kshetra means our body, which is like field of activity. Whatever is happening in this lifetime, it is happening in this own body. Kshetrajna, that means the knower of the body. That means the soul. Okay, and jnana, knowledge, how to, what is this, knowledge? I mean, it is nothing but the difference between the body and the soul. Jnaya, object of knowledge, which is like, oh, why should we learn this knowledge? What is the ultimate goal of knowledge? That means ultimate goal of knowledge is nothing but understanding Krishna. So we'll go in depth. You people will be able to understand very easily right now. Next, Mataji. Okay, next. Intelligence questions. So, what do you all see in this picture? Can anybody explain? There are two things. One is a land, farmer, and a king, and next is Paramatma, body and soul. So, what is the similarity between both of them? Any idea? I think you all don't know.
Body is, relates to the land, and soul is for the farmer. King is Paramatma.
Exactly. So there is an analogy which it is there in the Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter. It's the relationship between the soul, body, and super soul. For example, a farmer, he has his piece of land and he's cultivating in various forms whatever he likes. Either he can go grow good crops and yield nice amount of crops and all, instead of going for low crops which will destroy his whole soil, which will destroy the fertility of the soil. Either he can do that or he can go for nice crops which will actually increase the fertility of his soil. So it is his choice. And in a kingdom, a king not only knows about his field, but all the fields in the kingdom. So that farmer knows only his particular field, that how is my field doing? Are there any pesticides? Are there any worms growing there, etc., etc. He knows only his field. So, but the king in the kingdom not only knows the farmer's, that particular farmer's field, but the field in his entire kingdom. So just like that, our land represents the body. We as soul are the farmer. We only know about our body. But the king, that means Krishna, the super soul, knows about not only our body, about everybody's body. Paramatma is there in everybody's body, right? So there is difference between us, the body, the soul, and Paramatma. So as you all told, yes, the land is the body, the farmer is the soul, and the king is the Paramatma, that is Krishna. Next slide, Mataji. So, I'll just launch a poll. Please, yep. So, if your body is like a field, what kind of crops are you growing? Golden grains of bhakti, spicy chili of passion, weeds of laziness. Okay, 10 more to go. Yes, Kiranma, you can read this, please.
Realization. Using the body for spiritual advancement is like using the land for the most beneficial crops. This will give maximum.
Yes. Correct. Okay, next slide, Mataji. Okay, soul and super soul, we will learn about them. I mean, they are present in our body, both are there. So we'll learn the difference and importance of both. Okay, everybody wants to grow the golden grains of bhakti. I'm so happy seeing the results of that. Okay, can anybody read the difference between the soul and super soul, please? Yes, Kiran.
Super soul. He who knows all souls. Soul. He who knows only himself. Super soul. Supreme owner of the owner and the controller. Soul. Secondary owner and the controller. Super soul. He who never falls and is the superior to the soul. Soul. He who falls in and is inferior.
If we knew everything about it is said, no, the farmer knows only about his field, and but still, if okay, so even if I know about my body so well, then why should I go to a doctor? If I am sick, why should I go to a doctor? Okay, leave about the doctor and all. I am eating something. Some things are digestible, some things are not digestible. Some things my body will absorb, some things my body will reject. Even the nutrients, the vitamins, whatever we get from the food we eat, they are absorbed in our body. I mean, through the blood and all, etc. Our body is made of all the tissues and all. But do we understand that, okay, my body is now doing digestion, or all the vitamins, all the minerals from the food are going into my body? Do we all observe that? Do we all realize that this is happening in our body, Annie? Do we realize that?
No.
No, right? It is very difficult. But yes, no, correct. So, but Krishna knows everything in detail. Not only our body, he knows whatever is happening in this corner of the universe. Particular thing is happening in this uh, point of universe. So he is the ultimate proprietor. That means he's the ultimate owner of all the bodies, because it is, created by him, came from him only. So just like the king is owning all the plots in the kingdom, if one day the king comes and tells that a farmer, give this land to me, the farmer cannot say anything. It is the king's right, because the king has, out of merciful, he has given that land to everybody so that they can do their own um, livelihood. But if a king comes and says that, this, I want this land for something else, the farmer cannot say anything. The king can give other type of livelihood, but he cannot say anything. So just like that, the ultimate owner, proprietor is Krishna. We cannot say anything if something, or death happens suddenly. So, but people claim that they are God. But can they tell me that what I am feeling right now, what my pains or pleasures are right now? Can anybody tell? At least can we tell for ourselves that, okay, this is my body, this is happening to me? Any? Can we tell? Hmm? No, right? Simple. So our body is like a machine. Krishna is actually giving this body for us on a lease and matter, just for few years and all, for this lifetime. So the owner of our body and the soul is Krishna. We are actually called secondary owners, not the first owners also, not even us, not even our parents. The first owner is Krishna. And then we are, the so-called owners. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, how is wisdom obtained? Okay, if we are going into a school or a college, don't we go through some admission processes and etc. etc.? Don't we go? We register in the college, or we take admission into college. Similarly, not only for material education, even doing this course, you had to register, you had to scan, you had to do this or that. We had to then you filled a form, then we added you in a group. So some process is there, right? So there is a structural process in learning something. Just like we don't, if we are 5 years old, we are admitted to the first class, or per se pre-primary. We don't go and jump to the 10th class, right? Do we all do we all see 5-year kids going and sitting in the 10th class? Do we see that?
No.
No, right?
No.
Why? Because there's a systematic process of reaching that 10th class and doing all those steps. So just like that, as we told that we are going to do level 1, level 2, level 3, it will happen. It is a systematic study. So just like that, even understanding about Krishna, we have to go through a process. We cannot jump from level 1 to level 10. Even though we might know many things, but still we have to try to learn it from the level 1 to level 10. So many are very proud of their education, that okay, okay, I have done this, I have done that. Yes, education is very important, so that we should live. Without education, we cannot get a good job. But Krishna says that even though we are very well versed about material education, even though we are earning very nicely for our livelihood, but if we don't understand our spiritual knowledge, we are called as illiterates. Okay, so the people who know about this spiritual knowledge are actually literates. That means they are the most educated people in the whole universe. But what is this education? The education is nothing but learning between the difference between our body and the soul. What is my duty? What is the purpose of my life? Who am I? We have been learning about this right from second chapter, right? But why still it is going on? Because we still don't know what should be done with this. We still don't know the difference between this super soul and soul, what we should do with the body. Um, Actually, in fact, we are very lucky that Krishna is giving so much knowledge about body, soul, super soul, so that it will be easy for us. So, how do we learn this? It is not just reading Bhagavad Gita. Yes, reading Bhagavad Gita, we get some knowledge. But the ultimate thing is that we have to learn from a guidance. When I started first reading Bhagavad Gita, honestly speaking, I did not understand even one single word. I understood a little bit, but not very much. But when I started listening to this classes such as this, and then I repeated it for 2, 3 times, and then I got to know a little bit. And then I started to read Bhagavad Gita one time. I understood little bit 1%, and I started reading second time, little bit 2%, and then third time, little bit more. And still I read. Still, even for the class, if I'm preparing, I still read. I get to know about something new. So that means nobody is actually well versed nicely. But if I have a guru nicely, instead of doing my own self efforts, if I hear to a lecture of Prabhupada or somebody, if I listen to a lecture of a senior devotee, I may be able to understand very easily. So what we do before preparing a class, we go through Bhagavad Gita, we hear to somebody else. Still, even very senior devotees also, they hear to Prabhupada, and they give classes. So it is not easy for everybody to understand by their own self efforts. So that is why we have to accept a guru. Just like in this picture, who is this great personality who is sitting in between and preaching to others? We all know who is he?
Maybe Prabhupada.
No, not Prabhupada. Prabhupada's somebody.
Bhakti Saraswati.
Yes, his Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He's none other than Prabhupada's spiritual master. So Prabhupada is sitting right here. I'll just mark. Is sitting right here. This is Prabhupada. He was a grihastha. That means he was married during the time. He met his guru in 1922. Yes. So during that time, it was the first meeting. So Prabhupada he was actually a freedom fighter. He was a devotee, but not very much, because he did not have a guru yet. So that was his first time meeting his spiritual master. So Prabhupada asked, India, I mean, it was still 1922, because India did not got its freedom. So Prabhupada asked, India is still a dependent country because it is under the British rule. Who will listen to our message of this? You're telling Maharaj that, this Krishna Chaitanya's movement, it should go forward. But everybody is so busy in getting the freedom. Who will listen that? But, we have to be first in politically independent. Then only, everybody will listen to us. All the people will listen to us. So, what Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says is that Krishna consciousness is not just a political issue. It cannot stop because we don't have this freedom, we don't have this, we don't have that. Okay, I don't have freedom from this country, or my country is dependent on such material conditions. It doesn't depend upon that. Krishna consciousness is not a material platform, is not on material platform. It is not a political issue. It cannot wait for unpolitical independence. So the message of Lord Chaitanya or Lord Krishna is what the world really needs. Whether either India is under British rule or not, it doesn't matter. So what he's trying to explain is that the real independence is not getting independence from the country called British. The real independence is the freedom from material bondage and ignorance. That means we are so ignorant of this world that we think that we are this body, and we are fighting for the body, not for the soul. And ignorance. We don't know what is the life of the purpose of our life. We think purpose of our life is doing this for such and such thing, such and such country, or such and such family, etc. But that is not the case. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, who is Prabhupada's guru, is saying that is not the case. Yes, we have to take care of that. But what is the purpose of my life? What is the real purpose of my life? That is what we have to understand. So either India is under British control or not. Now also people are suffering. It doesn't matter we were under the British control or not. We are still suffering. So the real problem is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. That means birth, death, old age, and disease. These things nobody can escape. Either it is a rich man or either it is a poor person. It doesn't matter. Everybody has to go through that. So only Krishna consciousness can, only by spreading Krishna consciousness, then only people can achieve what is called the so-called true independence. So independence is not about getting freedom from this country, this country, this country, from such person, such person. It is not that. The true independence is getting liberation from this material suffering. So to understand this, we need a bona fide guru who comes from a proper parampara. It is said that prema bhakti jahan hote avidya vinasha jate. That means wherever there is love and devotion, the ignorance goes from our heart. And when we say Om Ajnanatirmirandasya, that means we are filled with full of darkness. Only a guru, only a acharya can save us from this darkness of ignorance. Okay, so that is the importance. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura was called the Lion Guru of our parampara. That means he preached in a non-stopping way. He used to not stop. He used to not hesitate if somebody gives a question. He used to give it. He used to give it a very nice answer for them. There was no re-questioning on that matter. So he used to give such a strong answers during that time. So he's a very powerful guru in our parampara. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, how is wisdom obtained? Can anybody read it, please? Yes.
Most important qualification. Ananya Yogena, uninterrupted, unadulterated bhakti. Essential qualification. Acharya Upasana, acceptance of the recognized spiritual master. Other key qualifications. Amanitvam, humility. Ahimsa, non-violence. Atma Vinigraha, self-control.
Okay. So before that, I'm just launching a poll. Who is the best teacher in your life? Parents, school teacher, or Krishna? Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm just ending the poll in just 5 seconds. Okay, done. So yes, parents are our first teachers of our life. They teach us everything. But Krishna is the ultimate teacher. Hmm. Okay, so actually in this chapter, people usually ask, what is this knowledge? What is this knowledge? So Krishna explains that there are 18 aspects, 18 items of knowledge. Krishna strongly says that other than these 18 items of knowledge, which don't come under all these 18 things, are not called knowledge only. That means they are called items of ignorance. If we want to learn about something and these things are not under these categories, what Krishna is saying, we are learning nothing but ignorant knowledge. That's it. So we cannot go into all those 18 items. So we have sort of six important items of knowledge. So the first is Ananya Yogena, uninterrupted, unadulterated bhakti. So the main central focus of all this knowledge, etc., is Krishna only. Without Krishna, even though we know about all these qualities, even though we have all these qualities, it doesn't matter. If we because without Krishna, there is no knowledge. I mean, there is no value for this knowledge. So a non-devotee actually lacks all these true great qualities. If we know Krishna, we will get all these qualities. If we still know these qualities and we don't know Krishna, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much we know. Then it is Acharya Upasana, acceptance of a recognized spiritual master. Even Krishna, during his life, during his pastimes, he accepted a guru. Who was the guru of Krishna? Anybody knows? Anybody knows who was the guru of Krishna?
Sandipani Rishi.
Yes, correct. Sandipana Muni. Correct. So even Krishna accepted, even the avatar of Lord Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even he accepted the spiritual master. Do you all know who is the spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Hmm? No, he's Ishwarapuri. We'll learn about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the next class. It's all right. So, one cannot become a devotee by his own efforts, by his own knowledge and all. So, one, we have to accept a spiritual master, a guru. We should worship him. That to ask, if we want to ask him some questions, we have to ask him very submissively. So, whatever he says, we have to accept his instructions, follow them. So the next qualities which a devotee, so the next items of knowledge are humility, non-violence, and self-control. Humility, thinking that okay, I have this sufficient knowledge to show. I'll just whatever doubts we'll have in the last. Okay, so we cannot say that I have this sufficient knowledge. I don't care about God. Whatever education or the so-called BTech, MTech, or MSc, MBA, all these things, they make us really proud that okay, I am educated, honey. But that is not the case. When we are getting this spiritual knowledge, irrespective of how educated you are, in front of a guru, we have to act like fools. That means we don't know nothing. We have to have a very gentle, humble nature, then only the real knowledge, that means the spiritual knowledge, the guru will be giving. So we have to have the quality of humility. Non-violence. Non-violence is like the main pillar of the pillars of dharma. So that means not only harm the other living entities like the whatever non-veg people eat, not only harming those living entities because they are the child of man, they also have a soul. Um, is even not harming other human beings mentally and physically. So how we can help others is by giving that spiritual knowledge, and helping them understand them that we are not this body, we are this soul, and we cannot harm anybody else, not only human beings, we cannot harm animals too. Okay, and then it is controlling the mind. The best way to control the mind is by practice and determination, as we all know. But uh, the other ways are like, out of all these senses, the tongue is like most uncontrollable. I mean, whatever we speak, it hurts others. Whatever we eat, it affects our body. So whatever we speak, whatever we behave, the food we eat, etc., it depends on the tongue. So whatever we are cultivating ourselves, it starts from the tongue. So whatever we speak, whatever we taste, depends upon our the mind control. So and we have to actually reject all things which hinder, that means which will disturb our spiritual progress. So that is how we can control our mind. I mean, these are some little tips how we can control our mind. Then it is self-control. So self-control is not at all possible for people like us because we are in Kali Yuga and people around us are so materialistic. I mean, we ourselves are so materialistic. We cannot blame others also. So what we have to do, we have to try to live in the association of devotees. If we get too close to the people who are going in the wrong way, we get infected, like the COVID. We get infected if we go so near to them. So what we have to do, we have to maintain a little bit distance. I'm not saying, or Krishna is not saying, just abandon them. That means if, for example, if our sibling, she is an atheist, for example, she or he are an atheist, we cannot say that just ignore them just like that. No, we have to have relationship with them, but it's just that we are maintaining our distance with them. Okay, we cannot ignore them, we cannot be rude to anybody. As devotees, we cannot do that, we don't have that qualities, but we should maintain some distance. Social distancing is good. So it's just like, we somebody has fallen in a well. We as devotees, being so compassionate, we are giving a rope. What those people will do is that they are not only in the well, they will even pull us down. So what people say that, what are you doing? You are going to this temple, you are listening to these classes, don't go, don't go. They do something, they brainwash, and they will tell like that. But what we are doing, what we are just simply doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We are just simply serving Krishna. We are doing nothing much than that. ISKCON provides free prasadam. Who does that, right? In this Kali Yuga, it is very hard. And that are not just a simple just like that. ISKCON provides a very nice, delicious prasadam. So people say that you are doing this chanting, etc., etc., especially for the young girls. They say that it is not now. You get married, you have children, you have your grandchildren, you get retired, and then do that. But what's the guarantee that we are going to live at that time, right? So we have to be very intelligent to choose our paths in the right direction or the wrong direction. So even for example, Prahlad Maharaj, even though he had his father was Hiranyakashipu, he was trying to kill his son, etc., etc. But it doesn't mean that it makes Hiranyakashipu less of his father. He was still his father. Even when Narasimhadev asks a boon, Prahlad Maharaj says, "Please grant my father liberation." So, despite we have issues with all our family members or our friends, it doesn't mean that we have to abandon them, we have to leave them. They are still our parents, they are still our siblings, they are still our friends. We have to have relationship with them, but maintain a little bit distance with the people who are hindering our bhakti. Not with parents, we have to maintain full relationship with them. We cannot hide everything with them. So even though we have some problems either with our family, either with our friends, we have to still go on. That means bhakti is not a simple thing. Even though we have difficulties, we have to go on. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, aim for ultimate goal, learn from a bona fide spiritual master, learn with great humility, then success is guaranteed. So what is the goal of our life? It is going home, go to back to Godhead. That means to a spiritual world. Who can teach us that knowledge? A bona fide guru coming from a bona fide parampara. What should be our mood when we are learning such knowledge? Humility and serving towards that great personality. Okay, I'll just launch a poll. Okay, if you could ask Krishna one question, what would be? Why life is so complicated, Krishna? Would you ask that? What is my real purpose of my life? Would you ask that? Can I see Golok Vrindavan now? Will you ask that? Can you go to the next slide? By then. Okay, 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm just sending the poll. So nice. Why is life complicated? 14%. What is life's real purpose? 67. Can I say Golok Vrindavan? 19%. Yes. Okay, nice choices, everybody. So can anybody read the translation, please?
Thus, the field of activities, the body, knowledge, and noble have been summarily described by me. Only my devotees can understand this thoroughly and thus can attain to my nature.
Thank you. So Krishna is saying that only my bhaktas, I mean, only his devotees can understand the difference between soul and super soul. Why? They have heard about it from somebody else or from Krishna himself. I mean, from the Bhagavad Gita. So what Krishna is saying Krishna is saying, and what Acharyas have recommended is that to understand more about the soul and super soul, we have to chant. To get a better understanding, and then we can practice it. If we keep on chanting, we will get that intelligence to understand and how we have to deal between the difference between the soul and the super soul. So can we all chant one time of Hare Krishna Mahamantra? I have unmuted everybody.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare.
Okay, thank you all. So, we have to have the spiritual realization, understanding that we are not this body, we are this soul. We have to see everything in Krishna. And how does all these spiritual realizations start? It starts from devotional service. That means when we do bhakti, this knowledge automatically comes. Even though we might not understand, but Krishna gives us the intelligence if we engage in chanting. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, instead of trying to be the controller, if we give the control of our life to Krishna, it will give us real happiness. Yes, next slide. Okay, realized wisdom. So who is really enjoying here? What is the left picture people are enjoying, or the right picture people are really enjoying? What is the difference? I mean, what is happiness? We think this is happiness, but what is happiness? Who is enjoying right here? Okay. Right picture people are fools. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it means that the left picture, the people who are the devotees who are with Krishna are actually enjoying. So once what happens, an ISKCON devotee goes to a film producer and he asks some donation, asking some donation to the temple. So the producer asks, "Are you happy, leading such an austere life, leaving everything and, living in the temple? Are you happy with that?" I mean, he was a brahmachari, the devotee was a brahmachari. So, you have left all the non-veg, etc., etc. You have left all this. Are you happy living in a temple and, leaving everything, all this bodily platform, etc., etc.? So the devotee just asks the producer, "Are you happy? So if you are happy, how to get this happiness?" So the producer says, "Oh, I'm very happy. Actually, I go to a bar or a club with my friends. Once in a week, I go. I enjoy. I sing the karaoke. I happily dance on jazz music, etc., etc. And once in a month or twice in a month, I go with my family, with my friends and all, and I enjoy." So the devotee said, "You are enjoying, you are dancing once or twice in a month. I dance every day. Not only one time, I dance 3 times a day. That means in the Mangalarti, in the afternoon Arti, and again in the Sandhya Arti." So the devotee is saying, "Now say who is happy. You are doing the same, but you are doing twice a month. I am doing every day. That is also 3 times a day. So now you tell, am I happy or you are happy?" So basically, we forget what or how important this life is, and we look happiness for all the basic and small things, but we don't know what the real happiness is. So now you all tell, who is happier, a billionaire with stress or a simple devotee singing kirtan every day? What is the next slide? Smritika, what you can do is that you can log out and log in. Okay.
Those who see with the eyes of knowledge the difference between the body and the knower of the body, and can also understand the process of liberation from the bondage in material nature, attain to the supreme.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just ending the poll. So I hope you all understand that a simple devotee singing kirtan every day is happier, right, than a billionaire with so much of stress, etc., etc. So, um, so one second, yeah. So, this is the final slide for the 13th chapter. So we have to use this body for its true purpose. So when we use it for the true purpose, it leads to the real knowledge, and then when we realize this, we get entry into the spiritual world. So the next chapter, we will understand the 3 modes of material nature. Why, even though we know this knowledge, still now Krishna has explained this. So we know this knowledge, but why we are still not advancing in this knowledge? Why? What is affecting us? What is affecting our body? What is affecting our body? What is affecting our soul? So we are actually trapped in these 3 modes of material nature. Okay, next slide. Okay, final reflections. Can anybody read it quickly, please?
Understanding the body and the soul, recognizing that we are not the body but the eternal soul that helps us detach from the material anxieties, seeking knowledge with humility, learning from bona fide spiritual master with humility ensures spiritual success. See with the eyes of wisdom, understanding the difference between the body, soul, and the soul helps attain the ultimate goal of liberation.
Thank you. I hope you all will understand this and reflect in your day-to-day life. Yes, next. So the 14th chapter, three modes of material nature. Lakshmi, you want to read? Sri Lakshmi? Okay. Can anybody read? I guess Manasvi was wanting to read.
Yes, Mataji. Three modes, 14.1 to 14.9, race for prominence, 14.10 to 14.13, actions in the modes, 14.14 to 14.18, transcending in the modes, 14.19 to 14.27.
Okay. So in the 13th chapter, right now we have learned what is the relationship between the soul, Paramatma, the farmer, and the king analogy, right? So in this chapter, we will learn why this soul is suffering. It is basically, as I told, it is due to the influence of three modes of material nature. So in this chapter, we will learn what these three gunas are and how they influence us. If we cannot escape the gunas, what should we do? I mean, is there something beyond this gunas, etc.? We'll learn about this. Okay, next slide. Okay, can anybody read?
O son of Dharma,
Yes, Dikshita, please read.
the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness, passion conditions one to fruitive actions, and ignorance, covering one's knowledge, binds one to madness.
Okay. So basically, this is the introduction of all the three gunas. So we will understand about these three gunas, how they condition us. But without the influence of these three modes, the thoughts, values, and actions which we do are actually not possible. Because without action, there is no such thing as, what can I say? Without these modes of material nature, nobody cannot act in such and such way. There will be no action only. Then everybody will be good. So as these three modes of material nature act upon us, they influence us. We go in that way, that either in a good way or passion way or ignorant way. I mean, even though the modes influence us, it doesn't matter. It ultimately depends upon our choice, which way we want to go. So, which way we want to go, or is there something else beyond that? We will learn about in the next slides. But before that, there is a joke saying that all these three gunas, the sattva guna, rajas guna, and tamas guna, they go to a restaurant. So, what happens? The sattva guna orders a fresh fruit or vegetable salad. It means he's leading a very good life. He's maintaining his body in a very good manner. The rajas guna, that means the passion, asks about some passion of spicy fast food. The tamas guna is so lazy that it does not decide what to eat. It does not want to even see at the menu and just falls asleep on the table only. So that is the difference between the three gunas. Okay, we will learn about more about these gunas. Next slide. So this is the first family, which is a happy family. So this is a family of Bala and Lakshmi. They live in a very peaceful life. They live in a very small town, which is outskirts of Hyderabad, etc., etc. They Bala is a doctor, and he does not go to a city and want to earn more and more. He just leads a very simple, dedicated life, serving his own village people and all. And they have just a farm, garden, cows, and children, etc. So they practice religious principles and all. They don't go into bad habits. They eat pure vegetarian food. They're leading a very nice, peaceful life, which is filled with gratitude, etc., etc. They are happy, good people. So this mode in which they are living is called Sattva Guna. Okay, we will go to Rajaguna. There is there's this family who are, for example, we can name them as Rakesh or Sonam. So they are living in a very nice house in Hyderabad only. They have a very modern and good lifestyle. The man of the family, he works in an MNC during all those 9 to 5 job and all. He has a very stressful life. He wants to invest in that. He is doing IPL bettings. He's doing investing in in stock markets, etc. So Sonam, she had to leave a job because she had an unplanned baby. They had an unplanned baby, so she's as she's free right now, she's doing online shopping, watching TV, etc., etc. I mean, their life is so filled with material luxuries, material pleasures, etc., etc. And when they come to weekend, they go and party, they go for weekend vacations, they go even to temple, but not very much. They are little bit spiritual commitment. That means they are doing, but just for namesake. That's it. People go to temple just for namesake. Okay, we are getting this, honey. Just for namesake they go. So the life they are leading, sometimes they quarrel, sometimes they have desires. They have constant desires. They run for happiness. They don't have a stable nature, anamata. So these people are called people living in Rajoguna. That means people living with passion. Okay, can we go to the next slide? So the third slide is a family that somehow survives. That means barely survives. For example, we take two youngsters. So those boy and girl, they met through a dating app, something like that, and they live in Hyderabad only, but they live in a live-in relationship. They use drugs, they use alcohol, they use all the junk food. They cannot even cook for themselves. They are so lazy. They sleep all the time. They go to parties, etc., etc. They don't even want to work, but still want money. So they earn in a very wrong way by scamming people, something like that. So they want to go to trips and all, but they can't achieve it because they are so lazy for that. They have the ability to do many things, but because of laziness, they are not able to do. So because of that, you earn, or I will earn. I am providing this, you are providing this, honey. They will keep on constantly quarrel. So that mode of in which people are living is called tamoguna. So now you all tell me in which lifestyle you all want to live. Which lifestyle you want to lead? Sattva or goodness, rajas or passion, tamas or ignorance? Next slide, Mataji. Sattva, yes, sattva, good. Okay. Can anybody read the table quickly? Sattva, yes.
Training, Sattvaguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Training, books. Sattvaguna, inspirational biography. Rajoguna, horror novel, science fiction. Tamoguna, objectionable websites. Training, job. Sattvaguna, teacher. Rajoguna, maintaining money is intoxicating. Money can do everything. Tamoguna, alcohol and narcotics. Training, time of the day from 4 a.m. until noon. Rajoguna, noon to 8 p.m. Tamoguna, from 8 p.m. until 4 a.m. Training, food. Sattoguna, full juicy vegetarian. Rajoguna, too spicy, too hot, too salty, too bitter. Tamoguna, untouchable, spoiled, rotten.
So you all can see the difference, right, between the three gunas, how people lead their lifestyle. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, a very simple example here it is. There are three thieves in a jungle, and they are very dacoits and all. They keep on looting the people. They keep on ambushing people who come in that way. So one day, fine day, they have kidnapped a person, and the person who is in tamoguna, that means who is in ignorance, he's telling that we have taken everything, no, so we'll kill him off so that he doesn't go to the police or the soldiers and he does not report us. So he was so filled with cruelty. That means he's going through the non-violence violence way. So the second person who is in passion mode, he says that no, why we should kill him? We can just kill it. We can just tie him to a tree and leave him here. It will be days, and eventually he will only die. So the second person who is in passion, he's thinking of his own gain, but does not want to take a life by himself. So the third thief says that, okay, let's do that silently. He silently agrees, and they tie that man to the tree and they go in their own way. So after those two thieves leave, the person in goodness goes back thinking that, some wild animal might come and kill that person. He goes and unties that. So the person who was saved, he says that you are a thief, but still you have saved my life. So you please come to my home and please accept my service as a guest. So the thief smiles and says, see, even though I have rescued you, but still I am a thief. I have looted you. It doesn't make me less from those people who were there with me. So still, even though we are in the Sattva Guna, we are still called thieves. So it doesn't but what is I mean Krishna says that at least do something good, at least do this or that, but still again Krishna here is he's saying that still that is like uh, living like a thief. Even though we are in the mode of goodness, still Krishna is saying that we are living like a thief. How thief and all we will learn in the next slides. Okay, before that, the three qualities of nature. What will happen to the sattva guna? What will happen to the rajoguna? What will happen to tamoguna? We will learn. I mean, what is the difference between we are being in goodness, still not, Krishna is not accepting that. Krishna is saying still that is not good. So why Krishna is saying, we'll understand right now. Anybody wants to read? You can raise your hands, please. Madhavi, you want to read?
Yeah, Satvaguna. Because of being very self-satisfied, he does not obey the orders of Supreme Soul. Rajoguna. Because of being extremely passionate about his desires, he can't hear the Paramatma. Tamoguna. Because of being very lazy and ignorant, he does not hear the Paramatma.
Hmm. Okay, so the goodness is nothing but they don't have any sinful reaction, of course. They have this punya and all. They are doing something. Yes, they are giving charity and all. They have their, but they have their own self-satisfaction. They think that, okay, I am doing this charity. I'm going to get punya. I'm done. I'm, okay with this life and all. So I'll be not getting any bad reactions. I'll be done. I'm set for this life. But what people with passion think that because of their extremely busy life, extremely unlimited desires, and the activities and the fruits which they get from those activities, they don't even try to understand what God is. Ignorance, though, we should even forget. They don't even know what to do with their life. Then what to think about spiritual life and all. So they are always engaged in bad activities. They are in delusion. They are full of madness. They are always in the mood of sleep, laziness, procrastination, etc., etc. So they even don't know what is right and wrong. Then what to speak of Krishna consciousness only. So Krishna says actually these three gunas, even sattva guna, rajas guna, or tamas guna, they are still like chains in the material world. That means we have in a prison, we are going in a prison, we are in a prison. It doesn't matter if a prisoner lives in the first class or the second class or the third class. Still, it is a prison. So it doesn't matter we are living in sattva guna, rajas guna, or tamas guna. Sattva guna is like having handcuffs, but in golden in gold gold metal. So rajas guna is like having silver, uh, but still it is a chain, right? It is so much focused upon the desires and all. And tamas guna is like iron chain. That means it is so heavy that it is pulling us down. Okay, but if we want to have something more than that, Krishna gives that in the next chapter, next slide. But actually, this material life, it is said that if we are actually having soup, for example, we are actually having soup with what cutlery we use. That do we use a fork or a spoon to drink the soup? Hmm?
Spoon.
Spoon, right? So without, if we are eating soup with a fork, it will never be finished. I mean, we can't even have one bite also. So the material life is also something like that. How much ever we try, we will never be satisfied. Even though we give something to charity, we will still not be satisfied. Okay, so I hope you all understand what is this chains and all. So Yeah. If you had to be bound by one chain, which would you choose? Golden, pleasure and success, silver, hard work and struggle, iron, laziness and confusion. No, I don't want. I want to be break free from all these uh, handcuffs and all. I mean, I don't. I'm still living in a prison. It doesn't matter. I'm living in first class, second class, or third class. It doesn't matter. But I'm still living in prison. It is so nice to live outside rather than living in the prison. It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, I'm just ending the poll in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Golden, pleasure and success. None. I want to be break free. Okay, nice choices, everybody. Okay, can you go to the next slide, Mataji? Okay, can anybody read the translation, please?
Sometimes the mode of
Sometimes
goodness.
the mode of goodness
Yes, Shuri.
becomes prominent,
Yes, Lakshmi, sorry.
defeating the modes of passion and ignorance. O son of Bharata, sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and at other times ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition of supremacy.
So Krishna is saying that a person cannot, when we are in this world, a person cannot always be in goodness. A person cannot always be in passion. A person cannot always be in ignorance. So these modes change every day for every activity which we do. So can we go to the next slide? Okay, when the influence of Sattva-guna increases, when the influence of Rajaguna increases, when the influence of Tamaguna increases. So what happens when these modes increases? So as I told that they are not constant. One person cannot be in such one particular mode. They're all the modes of nature are always in competition. They are trying to control us. So they change according to the work we do, the association which we have, the choices we make, the food we eat, the lifestyle we are leading it. So when sattva guna increases, what happens is that the person is in very clear mind and he's leading a very balanced life and there are problems, but still he is living in a happy mood and all, in the right direction, the right principles. He does not do any wrong things. So and not only they are clean internally, they are clean externally also. That means they're peaceful inside, they are clean outside also. They bath, they maintain their body very nicely in a healthy lifestyle. So what happens when passion increases is that we constantly seek for pleasures, for unlimited desires, for always thinking that I have to get this attention, this attention, this attention. That means the life is full of passion, passion, passion. That means have to work, 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 work. So they are not lazy, but they have this so many n number of desires, so something like that. They always want to satisfy their hunger. Uh, but when ignorance increases, laziness, confusion, procrastination, what should I do with this life? Nothing. Even doing basic things like even getting a glass of water from your kitchen, it will be very difficult for them. We also have sometimes we have such laziness, right? We want our mothers to do. So everybody experiences that. So when ignorance happens, we can't even do even a single work. So can we go to the next slide? So what will happen if I mean, what will happen according to these modes is that, can anybody read?
Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live on the earthly planets, and those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds.
Okay. So Krishna is saying that if we live in Sattva Guna, we go to the heavenly planets. If we are in passion, we come down to this earthly planets only. And if we have done so many sinful activities, we go to the hell only. It doesn't matter even though we are on this earth, it doesn't, Krishna doesn't guarantee that if we are living in passion, so we'll definitely get a human life. No, we can get any form of life. But it doesn't matter. Ultimately, even if we go to the higher planets or lower planets, again, we have to take birth. Again, we have to, take this life or that life. Again, we don't know which life we are going to get, either it is a human form or whatever forms. So if the punya bar is done, we come down from the heaven. If the papa account is done, we again come back to earth. So it doesn't matter. So, but the one point which is common is the repeated birth and death. We again come, we again do punya and papa, we again go to the heaven, we again go to the hell, again we come, again this cycle of birth and death are repeating. So it doesn't matter if we live in Sattva Guna also. Okay, next slide. Death is not the end of suffering. It will continue to the next journey from this journey. So let's get on the right flight back to God's own country, Goloka. Yes, even though we think that, okay, some people, suicide, saying that, I'm not able to take this stress, or, my college or my office, my boss is torturing me like hell, or my teacher, the college is not understanding the student struggles. Yes, they are there. Everybody has to go through that. But it doesn't mean that suicide is the solution to escape such problems. Even after suicide, the soul has to suffer a lot. It is not at all, actually, it is told that if we die in a natural way, our soul goes in some or the other direction. But if somebody suicides, the soul is as it is not its time, the soul keeps on wandering here and there. It does not get a destination. I mean, at least we go to hell, we get that um uh, the results, we again come back. We have a way. Even if you go to the heavenly planets, we enjoy there and come back again. But if somebody dies, the soul does not go in the right direction. So the soul is like, it keeps on wandering here and there. So what happens, but what Krishna is saying here is that, don't think that death, if we die, all our problems will be solved. No, we have to again take birth, again the problems will keep on coming. So what we have to do is that we have to sit in a ship or a plane where the pilot is a guru, not just a simple person or something like that. We have to sit in a ship or a plane where the pilot or the captain of the ship is a guru who will guide us to go through this ocean of repeated birth and death, the ocean of material existence. So are you all ready to go to on such a flight or a ship where the ship or the captain or the pilot is a guru, a bona fide guru? Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you all. Okay, next slide, please. Yes, thank you, Kushi. Thank you, Lakshmi. Can anybody read, please? You're almost done. Just 2 or 3 slides left. Yes.
When the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distresses, and can enjoy nectar even in this life.
What Krishna does is that he's very intelligent. He tries to explain us the things which we all want to experience. Then what he does is that he tells how we will suffer, what will be the consequences of all things which we want to desire, which we want to live. Then what Krishna does is that he explains a step higher than that. If we are suffering with that, how we have to escape ante, Krishna is saying you have to live in a mood called Shuddha Sattva Gun. That means goodness, but pure goodness. That means these three modes are there, but a step higher, that means the highest stage than all these three gunas is called Shuddha Sattva Gun. So a devotee, a person should live in that stage. That means although we are living in this body, but the advancement which we do in our life, the spiritual advancement which we do in our life, it frees us from the modes of all the three natures. That means we will not get punya, we will not get papa. We will get only the spiritual knowledge. If we are entangled in this punya and papa, we are again in this material world only. We have to take birth again only. But if we are situated in that stage called Shuddha Sattva Gun or pure goodness, we will only have spiritual knowledge. That's it. That means we are still in this body, but we can enjoy spiritually. Okay, that means we are engaged in the service of Krishna. There is no other happiness than serving Krishna, than engaging in Krishna's service. So we are still in this body, but we are still doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We are still serving. We still go to temple. We still think of Krishna. So everybody should try to do engage yourself in the mode of Shuddha Sattva Gun. Of course, there is a process for that. It is not easy. But still, as Krishna guarantees us, as we keep on doing our devotional service, Krishna only guarantees that it will be easy for you, for people who are my devotees. Okay, so as I told, in a prisoner, it doesn't matter. The prisoner is living in the first class, sitting in the AC, or having all the luxuries in the prison in the first class. It doesn't matter. Or a person living in the second class, or a person living in the third class. It doesn't matter. It's still a prison cell. It is so much happiness living outside rather than the prison. So living in the modes of nature, it is still like a prison. We still have those golden handcuffs, or the silver handcuffs, or the iron handcuffs. It doesn't matter. We still have the handcuffs. If we want to break through all that, we have to engage in devotional service. We have to accept the path of devotional service. Then this we will escape from this prison. That means we'll escape from this material world and go back to this spiritual world, which is like going break from a prison and enjoying outside. So it is something like that, and we will be our hands will be will be broken from all the golden or the silver, all the iron chains. Okay, Mataji, next slide. I'm just launching a poll. What's the best way to go beyond the gunas? Meditation, chanting Hare Krishna, avoiding junk food. Okay. The realization is our longing for what we don't have robs us of our present happiness in anticipation of future that will never come. Okay, next slide, Mataji. The last slide for today's chapter, for today's session. Okay, I'm ending the poll in just 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done. So you all know that the best way to go beyond these gunas is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I'm happy that you all did not even click on meditation. Yes, there is a lot of difference between meditation and chanting Hare Krishna. Correct. With meditation, we can't go beyond the modes of material nature. By chanting Hare Krishna, yes, we can. So the last shloka for this chapter. Yes, Kiranmay, you want to read?
One who engages in devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahma.
Okay. So, okay, fine. So Krishna is saying here that every chapter Krishna says Bhakti Yoga is the best. But every chapter he explains why Bhakti Yoga is best. In such chapter, why Bhakti Yoga is best. In today's chapter, to help us go, transcend all these, that means to not engage in all, not indulge in all these three modes of material nature. Krishna is saying Bhakti Yoga is the best. So Krishna explains Bhakti Yoga is the best in all chapters. He concludes in the last shloka that Bhakti Yoga is the best. But in every chapter, he explains why Bhakti Yoga is best. Sometimes one person may be satisfied with the knowledge that, okay, Bhakti Yoga is the best in the second chapter itself. But some people might not get that satisfaction. Okay, why Bhakti Yoga is the best, and we want to learn more. And learning more about Krishna is no wrong. So that is why Krishna is giving knowledge why Bhakti Yoga is the best. And so in this chapter, to transcend, that means to not indulge, to go beyond these three modes of material nature, he's saying Bhakti Yoga is the best. That means to attain the pure transcendental goodness, that means Shuddha Sattva Gun, we have to we have to engage in Bhakti Yoga. So we have to do our fixed amount of rounds, whatever we have done. That means either 2 rounds we are fixed, we have promised the Lord, or at least eating, offering something to Krishna every day, at least offering dry fruits or water, at least once a day, or twice a day, or just eating the dry fruits which we have offered, enough. And observing Ekadashi, something like that, it comes twice a month. So we can observe Ekadashi. About observing Ekadashi, we will explain it in the level 2. The next Ekadashi is on 8th, but I don't think so. We will start our level 2 by that time. But still, we will post about Ekadashi. If you all have any doubts, you all can reach out to me or somebody else in the group admins. So after that, we will start level 2. You will understand how to observe this Ekadashi, why we have to observe this Ekadashi. So, and we can do Tulsi Puja, just like this woman is doing Tulsi Puja in the picture. And then we can do some service to Krishna. And what happens is that as soon as we do the services, our mood changes. That means our mood is neither in goodness, nor tamas, nor ignorance. Our mood is shifted to pure goodness. That means we are doing only for the pleasure of Krishna. Ultimately, we will get that happiness also. And so these are all the activities which Krishna is trying to explain. There are n number of activities which we can do for Krishna, but these are the basic things which we are doing. So I'll just launch the poll. How often do you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Daily, sometimes, rarely, but I want to start. Okay, nice answers. Still 12 more people have to answer. Okay. I'll just count 5 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 90% of you all are chanting daily. Very, I mean, Krishna would be so happy. Sometimes, okay, you all try, the 2 people. Please try chanting daily. Yes, very nice. It is so nice that you all are chanting. So we will end it here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You all can leave if you have any works. It is a weekday, and have a very happy. Is it Tuesday? Yes. Have a blissful Tuesday. Go to work, go to schools or colleges. Enjoy your day. Okay, we will meet you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Okay, anybody have any doubts? You all can please stay back. Why did Krishna have Guru when he himself giving this knowledge? So Krishna is actually giving us an example, setting an example that everybody has to accept a Guru. So he's giving an example. Okay. How many such levels are there, Mataji? Okay, there are 3 levels. I mean 3 modes of material nature. That means the goodness, passion, and ignorance. Those 3 are equal. I mean, people keep on changing from goodness to passion, passion to ignorance, again ignorance to passion, passion to goodness, etc. But above that, that is sattva guna, shuddha sattva guna. That is the last level. Okay, there is no such level above that. So that is the um, highest level which we can. I mean, our mood will be in shuddha sattva guna only. I mean, there is nothing more higher than that. Nowadays, everyone is craving the life of Rajas Guna, want to earn good, settle in life, which for them is example you gave in Rajas Guna. I didn't get you. Want to earn good, settle in life, which for them is example you gave in Rajas Guna. I didn't get you. Can you please repeat it? Vegetarians also kill, live, plant for leafy vegetables, roots like carrots, etc. Yes, Prabhupada says that if you are, we should not be proud that, okay, oh, I'm not killing animals, so I'm just eating vegetarian food, so I'm a very good person. Prabhupada says that we should not be proud of that. Actually, even vegetarians are still doing sin because the plants even have a life. But you know, as the tiger, lion, all the carnivorous animals, they have how should I put like that? According to their bodies, God has given them such teeth, such body, so that they can digest it easily. They can eat it even raw with their teeth and all. They can hunt, etc. So for such animals, they have God has given designed such body, and they can eat such food stuffs. They don't have karma for that because that is their body. They cannot do that. Just like cow, it is eating grass. It cannot eat. It is a herbivorous animal. It can eat grass. So our body is just like a goat or a cow. I mean, our teeth, our everything is designed like herbivorous animal. So for human beings, the plants are designated. I mean, we need something to eat, right? We cannot just live on air or water. We still need something to eat. So what the nature or what Krishna has designated the humans to eat is plants. So eating plants is a sin because it includes some type of sin. But when we are offering that cooked food, vegetarian pure food to Krishna, the sin is nullified. That means we will not even have one amount of sin. So that is why Prabhupada says to offer it and eat prasadam only, or else we are all living a sinful life, even though if we are eating pure vegetarian food. Okay, but it is a lot better than eating non-vegetarian food because we are not killing an animal. It has, I mean, if we are not even offering it to Krishna, it has very less sin when we are eating vegetarian food, but it still has sin. It is less sin than eating non-veg. So, but try to offer it to Krishna, then we will not have any sin only. Okay. Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you, Kirti. Hare Krishna. What we learn in level 2, Mataji, when will it begin? Tanisha, so we need 1 week time. I mean, the level 1, the 18 chapters will mostly end on Saturday or Friday. We are doing it as soon as possible so that it will be easy for you, all of you also. So after that, we need 1 week time because we have to send the Google forms, etc., registrations. Then again, we have to add you in a separate group, level 2 group. Then mostly we will start on 14th of April or on 16th of April, either on Monday, either on Wednesday, something like that. Okay. So what we learn in level 2 is that I'll just brief you once again. Yeah, we learn the importance of chanting, the steps of bhakti, then Navavida bhakti, how to, as we are devotees, how to behave like a devotee when we are going to temple or in our home, or our lifestyle, how a lifestyle of a devotee should be, how we should offer bhoga offering prayers, prasadam prayers, Ekadashi importance. What is Vaishnava Aparad? How to apply this tilak in? Should we apply this tilak in just this forehead, or what? What is the importance of applying tilak? What are the four-legged principles which we follow? The importance of wearing kantimala, etc., etc. So these are just the topics which I have briefed. We will learn more about them. Okay, and we will even learn about the pastimes of Lord Krishna. We will include that also. Okay, who is the guru of Krishna? Krishna's guru. Krishna himself. I didn't get it. I don't know who is the guru of Sandipani Muni, but for example, Arjuna, I'm just giving you an example. Arjuna is a great devotee of Lord. He need not lament. He is not a person. He's a great warrior and a devotee of friend Lord Krishna. But still he laments, but still he's in confusion. Why? Because that is a plan of Krishna. If Arjuna does not lament, how will Krishna give Bhagavad Gita? It's just a pastime of Krishna, what he's doing. So, to make us understand that even God himself has accepted a guru, then why should we not accept a guru? So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Krishna or Lord Rama, they all have accepted a guru, took some training, etc., etc. So it is a lesson to all of us that accepting as a guru is very important. So even, I mean, when Krishna is doing the pastimes, the guru is Sandipa Muni. When Rama is doing pastime, his guru is the guru in that pastime. So Krishna is ultimate guru, but it's just that he's showing us that he's from his lifetime, he's showing us that we have to lead such a life. That means we have to um, accept a guru. Ani. For example, Lord Rama, before killing Ravana, he worshipped Lord Shiva. Anamata. Why he worshipped Lord Shiva is saying that he's showing us all that we have to, take blessings of a Vaishnava. That means Lord Shiva is the greatest of the Vaishnavas. That means the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. So Lord Rama is saying that we have to take the blessings of Vaishnava, and he's going to kill. Lord Rama is about to kill the devotee of Lord Shiva. That means Ravana is a devotee of Lord Shiva. So he's informing Lord Shiva that I am going to kill your devotee. Ani. Okay, so does it mean that Lord Rama is less than Lord Shiva? No, Lord Rama is still superior than Lord Shiva. But why he's doing that? He's setting an example to all of us that, if we are doing something, we have to inform that guru about that. So something like that. So Krishna is accepting a guru to show us all that we have to accept a guru. Ani. If Krishna says accepting a guru is important, but Krishna himself in his past times does not accept a guru, then people will follow that way. So that is there. I'm saying everyone is craving for Rajas Guna lifestyle these days. You gave example 9 to 5 work, weekend enjoyment, Netflix, and chill, etc. Yeah, yeah, we all are actually living that lifestyle only. It is what can I say? It is not totally wrong also. Leading a lifestyle, simple lifestyle, go to your 9 to 5 job, enjoy with your friends. There's nothing wrong in that. But if you forget Krishna, then that is the wrong part. For example, you have a chance. We give a program in temple, Sunday program. You are free, but you are not. I mean, we are not coming because of our laziness, or our friend calls and let's go to a movie. And so it is the choice of yours. Do you want to live in a right path or in a fashionable path? So it is up to you. There's nothing wrong in working and earning for yourself, but some results we can give it to Krishna. Mataji, if a tiger does not produce any karma, how can it promote itself to the level of a human being in the next life? See, Tanisha, for actually, that is why we tell that human lifetime is a very important lifetime, because we have the intelligence to understand what is happening. When tiger is eating according to its own body, of course it does not produce karma. What happens is that there are levels of species and matter. The first we start, I don't know from what we start. So before getting a human life, we go through the life of a cow or a tree, something like that. So there are stages in which the soul goes through. Ultimately, at the last, as we go through many lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of species, the ultimate um, life which a soul gets is human being. That means everybody gets a fair chance of getting a human body, but we get through after many, 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 many lifetimes. So don't think that this human body we got last lifetime we were a human body, and no, it doesn't matter. We cannot even say that. So if everybody got a human body, they got this human body by a rarest of the rarest chance. So just like that, the tiger, it eats, it does not produce any karma. It dies and then goes to the next life, which the as steps, it goes to the next higher life. Okay, so something like that. So the human life is the ultimate life. That is why it comes to the rarest of the rarest proportion. That means everybody gets a fair chance, but we have to go through all the 84 lakh species of living entities which are there. I hope you got it what I'm trying to explain. What if we think like we are Krishna's instrument in ending one animal's life? We need not be instruments in that way. Did Krishna instruct that? See, that is what I'm trying to explain. We should not use our own intelligence. As Krishna is saying, don't use our own intelligence. Krishna is not saying, be my instrument in killing something. Did Krishna say anytime in Bhagavad Gita or anytime in his whole passage? Did Krishna say that? No. Krishna is saying, be an instrument to conduct my instructions, not your own instructions. People say that, if we don't eat non-veg, there will be, more increase in number of hens, goats, etc., etc. Actually, we are nobody to take care of how to end somebody else's life. Okay, Mother Nature will take care of it. Either bird flu will come, it will kill all the hens and all. The population of hens will be controlled. If the goats are getting increased, something will happen. If the tigers are getting increased, something will happen. The Mother Nature is there. Krishna has already appointed Mother Nature. We need not act as Mother Nature and kill something else. It is not our duty. Krishna has told, as a human being, your life is understanding between the difference between the body and soul, doing bhakti. Do that. We need not use our own intelligence and and become and use the word called Krishna's instrument in ending one's life. No, that is not what Krishna has instructed us. Please follow what Krishna has told. And for example, we are thinking that, okay, this is okay. For example, we human beings are there. Is it okay if we kill some human being just like that, thinking that this is Krishna's instrument, Tani? Can we do that? Even though he's a criminal, even though he's a rapist, do we have that power? Only the police has that power. Only the government has that power. We don't have that power. So the government thinks that, okay, this person, he's a rapist or he's a killer, he's a criminal. So that is why this person has killed them. Is that the correct justice for them? Even though we kill such person, we still go to the jail. So even though we kill animals, even though we think that, okay, this is disturbing the nature, etc., etc., still we get the punishment because that is not our duty. Krishna has not given us that duty. That duty is of tigers, lions, and all, etc., etc. Krishna knows, Mother Nature knows how to control the balance the life here, balance the Mother Nature. One earthquake comes, all the whole population gets destroyed. One COVID came, it destroyed many people. One bird flu comes, it destroys the whole population of the birds and all. So Krishna, Mother Nature knows how to balance the nature. We need not interfere in that, this thing. Because people are interfering, that is why deforestation, that is why global warming, that is why we cannot live without AC. That is what is happening because humans are interfering in Mother Nature's plan and all. That will happen. Hare Krishna, Mataji, you have a joyful day. Thank you, Madhavi. Can boys also join the session? No, actually, this session is only for girls. So they in ISKCON Abbots, we have a group called IYS, ISKCON Youth Forum Services. Boys can enroll there. What is the process of getting a guru in ISKCON Parampara, Mataji? What are the steps? Please guide us. So yes, how to get a guru, how to select a guru, who's a bona fide guru, that also we'll learn in level 2. Okay, Tanisha, please wait for level 2. But anything happens under Krishna's control, right? Then police and government also have no right to kill the criminals and soldiers, don't have right to kill terrorists or exploiters. Yamadutas, leave about this human life. Yamadutas are there. That means the Yamaraj. He is the embodiment of justice, right? He has Yamadutas. The Yamadutas come and take our body and they, punish us. Krishna has given that authority. So when we are living in this human society, Krishna also has given 4 varnas. What is that? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, and Vaishya. Brahmanas are devotees and all who do pujas, who are good for well-being of the society, who promote Krishna consciousness and all. Second is Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas are the people who protect us. So soldiers, police who are protecting us in the right way are given the opportunity to kill if the government has given that opportunity. But the same soldier, if he comes to his home for holiday, his neighbor is an annoying person. That means his neighbor is keeping a very loud system. Can that soldier take that same revolver and can he shoot the neighbor? No, he will go to jail only. So just like that, tigers are given that body and the teeth, the jaws to kill somebody. We are not given that. We cannot kill a goat with our bare hands, or we cannot eat. Can we eat the meat raw? No, we have to cook it and do that. We cannot eat it raw, but tigers can. So we are adopting all the artificial methods which our body is not accepting. Don't you all think that if we keep some fast or eat vegetarian food, our body is so enriching and all, but when somebody eats non-veg, their body is so tired and all, so that is not meant for our body. Hmm? So when Krishna has given the varnas called Kshatriya Varna, then of course that will, if that is not there, if Kshatriyas are not there, then how can you think that we are sitting peacefully right here and listening to this class? Because soldiers are there, because the army people are there, because police are there, we are sitting freely with a criminal free lifestyle. So that is there. If you go to any human society, that is there, not only in India, it is there in all parts of the world. So Krishna has, yes, according to his control, he has segregated all these four categories. So we are following according to that. We are Shudras, we are doing our work and all. So, okay, I hope you got the what I'm trying to say. So the police and the government have the right. So Krishna has given the right to them, so they have the right. But killing in the right way, not in the illegal way. Like if they have encountered somebody, even though he has done so many wrong things, yes, punishing them is right, but encountering them in the wrong ways, even though he has not done something, if a person is gone to a jail or in a case which he has not done anything wrong, but if the government or the policemen, they give him the wrong punishment, that is wrong, and that is an illegal ways of doing. But if a person has done something wrong and a suitable punishment is given, then there's nothing wrong. The judge does not get karma, the policeman does not get karma, the government does not get karma. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll have a wonderful day as you all are wishing me. I hope so. Okay, I hope there are no more doubts. Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. We'll meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Doing something wrong without knowing. Even though we do something wrong without knowing, karma is there, but little karma is there, but still karma is involved. So that is what Krishna is saying. If we have Bhagavad Gita in our home, Bhagavad Gita tells that, okay, this is wrong, Ani. But in future, if we say that, I did not know about this, so still knowing and not doing is like going to the wrong path only. So it is our choice. Either we have to go in the right path or wrong path. Everybody knows it is a basic human, even though we don't read Bhagavad Gita or not, it is a basic instinct that we should know that this is wrong and this is right, Ani. So there is nothing like doing wrong without knowing, Ani. We know that drinking alcohol is a wrong thing, but still people know. People know that using drugs is an illegal thing. It harms their body, but still they do. People still know that killing somebody is a wrong thing, but still people do that. So it depends upon our own intelligence what we do. There's nothing that we know or we don't know. We know everything. We are human beings. We know everything, but it's just that our mind is not able to. Our mind will take us in the wrong direction. We have to control the mind. Okay, I hope you got my answer. You got the answer. All Christians read Bible, go to church. Muslims do namaz every day, certain times. But why are Hindus like this? They don't understand and argue instead. All Christians read Bible, go to church. Muslims go namaz every day, certain times. But why are Hindus like this? They don't understand and argue instead. Don't think everybody has less. Everybody is in the same position. It's just that we don't know. We never went to church and saw the Christians closely. We never went to Muslims and saw them closely. Everybody's position is the same. And we should not recognize ourselves as Hindus. We are not Hindus. We are Sanatan Dharma people. Hinduism is just a term, a religion. We are not Hindus. Nobody. There's no such thing as Christianity or Islamic or Hinduism. Everybody is a Sanatan Dharma person. When Prabhupada went to America, he made Christian people or the hippies into Sanatan Dharma people. Many Muslim people, so-called Muslim people, they all have accepted the Sanatan Dharma. They get even in if we go to reels and all, they have seen many Muslim people saying that I am a Muslim, but still I feel myself as a Sanatan Dharma person. So still we are not Hindus. We are not at all called Hindus. We are called Sanatan Dharma people. So we all have to. This is called Vasudeva Kutumbakam, right? So we are all the family of Vasudeva. That means we are the family of Krishna. We are not the family of Hinduism or Christianity or Bible, etc., etc. So we are the family of Sanatan Dharma. Yes, not only so-called Hindus, not only so-called Christians, not only so-called Muslims argue and do all that. Everybody should get united. It's not that okay, these people come from different religion, they should not be united with us. No, unity in we have to have unity with everybody. It doesn't mean that okay, they are Christians, they are Muslims, they are not, they are doing this, but we are not doing this. Follow Sanatan Dharma. Okay, that is the main important. We should not distinguish as Hindus and them as Muslims or them as Christians. Okay. And I mean, you're asking, no, why people do such things? Why people who know what is who is God, who is Krishna, Vishnu, etc., but still they are doing that. It is the influence of modes of material nature. Don't think that all people belonging to other categories of God worship are doing too good. They also have problems. It doesn't mean that they are doing this. They are living nice, peaceful life. They still have problems. Okay, I hope you got my answer. Still any question, ma? Still any question?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. If you all have any doubts, please reach out. Not a problem. Okay. Hare Krishna.